As we wrap up this edition of Late Night Health, we're kind of, I guess, a little bit down, but we're really celebrating Carlos's life.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
And I wanted to talk a little bit about your career. You're a director. You've worked on All My Children, One Life to Live. When I was in college, we all stopped. We all went in and watched All My Children.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right.
Back then,
yeah. Back then.
Back then.
Yes, back then. Thank you.
That was back with General Hospital and Luke and Laura and all that. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're still working on...
I'm currently working on Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives. Okay.
Yeah.
Directing that. And you're brand new to California. You and your boyfriend and partner, writing partner, packed up their car and moved out here from NYC.
We did.
You
Crazy
did.
to think about. If you really think about it, it really wasn't the smartest, the most thought out thing, but it works.
But it was great. We all got to meet.
We did, and this
Right?
is where we need to be. I mean, this is the state where things happen, not New York, sadly.
Well, I'd love to live in New York and work in New York. I love Manhattan, but I always say that almost every week. That and having a disease of the week too. Soap operas are overly dramatic. They're surreal, and to tie this back to your brother and the Carlo Blangiardo Foundation, is that how your life was during that time?
I think you just keep going. You don't really have a chance to stop and think, because if you think about it, you don't move. So you're on automatic pilot, and life goes on around you, and you don't really quite know. Sometimes you don't care. Sometimes you care too much, and you just go through the motions of getting done what needs to get done. Fridays were dreadful for all of us, but there was never a moment where it's like, I really don't want to go, because even though it was going to be the worst experience, because not only did you have to see the person you loved go through pain, the cubicles are all open and you're seeing people being shot up with poison, literally, and a lot of them, and everybody's in the waiting room, and it's just a hard thing to really, empathy just takes on a new level.
And as you said, life it's just like stepping one step after the other. There's no joy, there's no...
You try to find, if anything, sometimes you force those moments, especially when you're with the person, because there is a part of you that subconsciously doesn't know if there will ever be another moment like this. But you just do. Like my parents, they're from Italy. They were determined to take us all on a trip, and we went in July, and he passed away in November before he got really sick, and we didn't know that. So if we hadn't taken advantage of that moment, knowing that we could do it, it never would have happened.
Where'd you go?
My family's from Bari, which is on the east coast of the heel.
Right.
It's on the Adriatic Ocean, and that's where we lived for a couple of years. So we have friends and family there.
So you went, oh yeah.
And the food, and the gelato, and the pizza.
And one of your passions is cooking. I know we talk about that.
Yeah, we do.
We should cook sometime.
I'd love that.
Okay, and my son is a chef.
You told me. It's so
right?
great.
He'll have to be away.
No judgment.
Well, it's not the judgment. It's he'll want to take over. He'll kick me out of the kitchen. In terms of looking at the big C, mm-hmm. as it affects people, was there a time when Carlos was hopeful and positive?
Always.
Always?
I think always. Or else there's no way to get through it if you don't have hope. And I think that goes with everything in life. That's difficult and just impossible when you think it might be impossible to get through. If you don't have hope, then you're just done. So there was never a moment where we weren't hopeful that he was going to overcome it. And he felt the same way.
Was it a shock when they said, this is it? How did that happen?
I was actually on location at an airport, and I couldn't tell you where because I think it may have been Pittsburgh or somewhere in South Carolina. I was shooting for World Turns and got the phone call. You still don't believe it.
Wow.
Will
you come back and talk about this
Absolutely,
again?
anytime.
Okay.
I'd love to come back.
All right, good. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Go to Carlos Goal carlosgold.org, and go to latenighthealth.com. There's a whole bunch of information about all kinds of things, and if you look up Sonia under our guest tab, you'll find out some more information about the foundation. Well, that wraps up this edition of Late Night Health. I'm Mark Alyn, and for the insane Daryl Wayne, who says, which is
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo, and hurry up. I'm Mark Alyn. Have a great week. Have a good week. And most importantly, have a healthy week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
This has been Late Night Health with your host, Mark Alyn. Thank you very much for listening. Please tune in again next week. If you're listening to Late Night Health right now, you're part of the growing target of baby boomers we're serving. Hi, I'm Daryl Wayne, producer of Late Night Health, inviting you to join the Late Night Health family. If you have any business targeting the growing boomer market, Late Night Health is the ideal advertising vehicle for you. From vitamins to insurance, alternative health to Western-style medicine, Late Night Health caters to the growing population of those over 40 years old. This vibrant demographic has expendable income to fight aging, purchase travel, take care of aging parents, or just have fun. Find out about the advertising opportunities with Late Night Health. Call us at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308, or email us at info@latenighthealth.com. That's info@latenighthealth.com. Join Late Night Health as we empower people to take charge of their own health care. Call now at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308.